Hey everyone, today I'd like to give you an overview of LMU Director. LMU Director is a desktop app that is designed for a number of different purposes. One is just simply a user being able to share a specific accident that they were involved in that they might want to share with their friends. It was a big wreck and they wanted to share that out, and it can be kind of hard to find that specific instance in a race and then record it and then cut the piece out that you want, and it can be kind of difficult to do that. The other target audience is potentially people who maybe run a race league and they want to create a post-race highlights video, or even share the entire race event on maybe the YouTube channel or something like that, so people who weren't able to watch the race live, or even people who were competing in the race can actually watch the event back and see all the things that happened in the race that they might not have been aware of because they were driving in the race. So it's a nice way of creating, a little bit of a historical record of a competition that's happened in a race league. A nice way of having that historical context. And then the other target audience is for people who regularly create YouTube content. They may do live streams, things like that. This tool kind of can augment the content that they're putting onto their website. So you do your regular live streams, and then as a kind of an add-on, maybe something that you do after your live stream, you can put up a 10 or 15 minute highlight video of what happened through the race. So it can just be a nice way of adding some additional content to the content that you regularly put out. So on the left hand side here, you'll see the main sections of the application. Obviously the first thing that you want to deal with is your replays. So this provides you with an interface to get your replays. I'm not going to go into this too deeply. This is just a quick overview. Suffice to say, you select your replay, you can see your results here on the right hand side, and you click the load replay in game, and it will load that replay into Le Mans Ultimate for you and have it ready to start doing the recording. You can see I've actually got Le Mans Ultimate running in the background here. So there's the screen there. So we've already got a race, this particular race loaded. Then if we come down to the next item on the left here, this is race incidents. So this is all the incidents that happened through the race. You can see if it's a multi-person incident where two cars have collided with one another, it'll tell you who that is. It gives you a score. So this score comes out of a rating that the game actually generates. So you can see it gives you an idea of the severity of the wreck. So obviously the higher number, the bigger the incident, the more damage that was received, that kind of thing. You can favorite specific incidents. So you just click the little icon here. That's now become a favorite. It's a good way to be able to come back to those incidents if you want to view them again at a later point. You can then preview or record that incident. So this is the piece I was talking about where you were wanting to find an incident. You don't want to have to scrub through. It could be a 4-hour race. You don't want to have to scrub through 4 hours. You might know a little bit about where that incident happened, but still you've got to scrub through trying to find where that incident is. So in this particular case, obviously this one's only on lap 1, you can hit the preview button, and in the window in the background here, I'll just move this out of the way, you can see there's the onboard of that specific incident playing in the Le Mans Ultimate replay screen. So again, it's just a way of not having to jump around and try to scrub through your replays to try and find specific incidents within that race. And then the other option here is to record, and this basically does the same thing as we just saw with the preview. but what it does is it sends a command to OBS, which is a screen recording application. Most people who've created videos for YouTube will be quite familiar with OBS. So basically what we do is we send a command to OBS to record the Le Mans Ultimate screen when the replay is running, and it will then save that as a video file out onto your file system. So that's incidents. Pass detection, very similar concept, but instead of it being incidents, these are passes that happened throughout the race. And again, you click the preview button, it will jump you to that moment in the race when that pass happened. You can view that, and then you can decide whether maybe that's one that you want to mark as a favorite. So you can also do the same thing there, marking those items as a favorite. We'll go to the next item on the left here, which is overlays. This is where if you were wanting to create a highlights video or maybe a full race video, where you can actually make the video look like it was a TV broadcast with all of the overlays that a TV type broadcast would play. So I can actually show you. There's a little preview link here that'll give you a look at what that looks like. So we have your standard leaderboard. We have a little bit of information about a specific driver, what their last lap time was, their best laps, and their sectors. This section down the bottom here is what I call a battle bar, and it basically shows whatever driver is currently focused in the race. It will show their details, so what position they're in, their car number. The green indicates that they're a LMGT3 car, and then it shows the cars that are in front of them and behind them as well. We've got a little banner up the top here that you can customize, and this little section down here, if you were a content creator and you had sponsored content, you could make this a little a logo of one of your sponsors. So it's quite customizable. You can turn each of these items on and off. If we come back here, so the event banner, for example, if we come back here, you can now see that banner is gone. So these overlay over the top of the replay playback. They're semi-transparent, and so you can see the content in behind that, and it's just a way of creating a bit more of a TV broadcast style look to your videos. And then obviously the next item that we have is record. And record, these are this enables you to fully automate videos of various different types. So we have three main types. We have full race, which, as the name implies, will do a recording of the entire race. You can see down here is a timeline, and basically what it does is it looks at all of the events that happen through the race and builds a timeline of all the shots that it's going to make throughout the race. So in this particular race, there was a total of 99 shots. So can you imagine trying to create a full race replay with 99 shots where you had to scroll through an entire video, finding all the key moments within the race, and put that all together as a full-length video? It would take hours. So you can see here, we came in, we changed it over to full race, we clicked refresh, it's generated the timeline for us, and then simply at that point all you have to do is hit start automated recording, and Le Mans Ultimate or LMU Director will start generating that video for you, and that's it. That's as simple as it is. There's lots of different options here that you can choose to customize the playback a little bit more. You can select a specific driver. So if you're a content creator and you wanted that content to focus on you, you can choose your name, and then its shot selection will prioritize you over other cars in the race. Obviously, if you're not in, if there's a crash or something like that and you're not involved in it, it will also it'll jump to the crash rather than focusing on you if there's nothing much going on with you might be just in a gap where there's no competition around necessarily, so it's not particularly compelling. It will jump to another part of the track where maybe something more interesting is going on, like a wreck or a pass or something along those lines. So you have some control over where the camera focuses. And so that's full race. Then you have highlights, and similar sort of concept, but what it does is it pulls out all of the dead air, if you like. So if we hit refresh here, we've only got it set to 5 minutes, so it's obviously not been able to put very much in here. Let's make it probably a little bit more for a highlights video. Might be, let's make it actually 10 minutes. We'll hit refresh. So now it's condensed the race down into that 10 minutes, and it's pulled out key moments that it thinks are worthwhile to include in a highlights reel. Obviously we have the start and we have this finish, and then there's just we've got various incidents. So you can see anything that's red here, it says here it's a mixed action. There's one incident and there's 3 passes. And then here we've got multiple passes. So this is where there was not necessarily an incident that took place in the pass. Got another one there with multiple passes. We've got some close racing. So it's picking out what it believes to be the most compelling parts of the race as the race progressive, and throws out all the rest. So it takes, it could be a 4-hour race. It can condense that down into 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever you specify here. And then the last option is what I call carnage. I think the name's self-explanatory. Anybody who's been around sim racing for any period of time pretty much knows what's referred to as carnage. It's wrecks that happen throughout the race. If we hit the refresh button here, now it's gotten rid of the start and the finish. It's got rid of the passes. All it's doing now is looking at the wrecks. Anything that's orange is a replay, so it will play the wreck, and then it might go back and do a replay of that wreck from a different angle, so maybe an onboard shot, that kind of thing. So and then it puts together a video based on the time that you've got selected here. So again, you can change that, hit refresh. That one actually didn't change much because we've only got a very short race, so there's probably not really enough incidents to make anything longer than 15 minutes. But yeah, so now we've got it condensed down to 5 minutes. So you got some control over how that works, and that's pretty much it. It's I think it's a really powerful tool. I think it will enable people to create some interesting and different content, whether that be full race highlights, full races, this carnage that we're looking at here, or whether it's just individual passes or race events that took place during a race. This creates a much simpler, much faster way of generating those clips that you might want to share on social media or share with your friends or whatever. So anyway, that's LMU Director, and I'll just cut over now to a video that I had created previously of a race that took place last week. This is just a video from let's go have a look here. So this is a carnage video, and this will give you a little bit of an idea of what those carnage videos can look like. I have added some background music to this one as well. Okay, so there you go. That is LMU Director. I hope that gave you a little bit of an insight into what it is and what it does. I will do another video that's more of a deep dive into all of the features and how you might use it, and look for that up on the YouTube channel very soon. Thanks for your time.